Hey guys, welcome to the first intro video for us here at First Choice Financial Services with our new video series on the power of three. My name is Coach Tree, Jeff Roundtree. I am a living benefits coach, and again, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a couple minutes of your time. We're very excited.
And I'm Coach Bill. I'm actually the tax-free retirement coach of the group, and I just want to tell you a little bit about First Choice Financial Services, as you can see behind us. First of all, we're a full-service brokerage. So basically we do everything. All types of life insurance, disability, chronic illness, critical illness, pretty much we handle everything. From term, whole life, return of premium, final expense, and what I specifically specialize in, which is IUL, Index Universal Life Policies. And just to talk a little bit about what the company, what our mission is, our job is to change the industry. I know that sounds very idealistic, but the reality is this business has changed. It's changed in the 10 years that we've been doing it, 10 plus years, and it's really changed over the last 50 years to where it's really been boiled down to cheap coverage.
Yep, cheap insurance.
Right, so, and as someone famous that we know once said,
cheap ain't good.
Cheap ain't good. So the reality is our job is to bring the benefit back to the consumer. Because without a benefit, the job of life insurance is to protect your loved ones, protect your family. So without that benefit, the consumer loses. So we're going to talk a lot about in our podcast series, Jeff's job as a living benefits life insurance coach is to protect you on the front end.
Right.
My job is once he does his job as a tax-free retirement coach is to protect you on the back end. So we're going to talk a little bit about living benefits life insurance, contrast it a little bit against what's out there, and really just kind of get into a little bit and set up for future podcast series.
So changing an industry, a 200-year-old industry is a little task,
Small undertaking.
Little job.
Small undertaking.
So, you know, how we're going to do this is we've created a proprietary system we like to call the power of three. And the power of three is just really identifying what consumers' largest risk is. There's a couple different stages of that risk as you go through your life. We have those all identified. We'll go over those as time goes on. But really just to give you just a brief 20,000 foot view, I'll just ask you, Bill, you know, before we learned about living benefits a few years ago and started this mission.
Crusade, if you will.
Okay, if you like that one. So I'll ask you, you know, before we got into this, and again, a couple years ago, your life insurance policy, how would you access it?
The only way you access a traditional life insurance policy, you got to die.
You got to die. So we call that actually a death insurance policy. In contrast with living benefits life insurance. And living benefits life insurance only means that that same $500,000 policy that Bill can only access if he dies, he can actually access if he lives. So if he has a heart attack and survives that heart attack, which 90% of heart attacks nowadays you do survive your first instant, he has the ability to tap into up to 95% of his face amount.
So I can grab money from my life insurance
Lots
policy?
of money. Yeah, you can pull it out. It's not a loan. It's not. This is not a loan from a whole life or an Index Universal Life.
Right.
This is actually living benefits life insurance built into a term life policy.
So you're accelerating the death benefit.
You're accelerating the death benefit when you need it most, when you're still alive and you can't work and you're recuperating and
you got to pay bills.
Got to pay the bills. So again, we're going to be going over this over the next few weeks and months through some different training videos and some different podcasts. So, you know, really that's what our mission is, because again, this entire industry over the last 50 years has just been who can produce the cheapest insurance, and cutting your rates means they're cutting your benefits. So in reality, again, we're not protecting your biggest risk. So,
well, I mean, we're talking about something that is brand new to the industry.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, including insurance agents, don't know that these policies exist. So part of our mission is to educate the brokers and insurance companies and agents so they can deliver and get these policies in the hands of the consumers. But our job is twofold. It's one, protect them on the front end, make sure they have money to get to retirement, and then most importantly, once they get to retirement, make sure they can grab as much of that money as they can tax-free.
That's right.
So
really again, you know, just talking about cheap insurance and death insurance and living benefits life insurance, what I go over with all my clients when we do go over what their risks are and how we can protect it best, is with a living benefits life insurance policy, it's the only bill that you receive every month that will pay all your other bills. Okay, so that's really, really important. I'll say it again. It's the only bill you pay every month that will actually pay all your other bills. And I know this bill likes that. So
I don't like bills, but I like.
But
this
you
bill.
like that bill,
I
and
do.
that the bills will get paid.
I'm a big fan of this bill. So.
Yeah. So.
Well, so we'll talk about that in later
Yep.
podcasts. So we're going to go into way more detail on living benefits,
Yep.
life insurance. We'll get on our, our illustration board and kind of break down some
That's
numbers, and then after we set that up, we'll talk about tax-free retirement, savings and opportunities and such. In the meantime, for future podcasts, check us out on LinkedIn,
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube,
Twitter, Twitter. Pretty much everywhere that's out there, you'll see our face and you'll hear our voice. So we're looking forward to talking with you guys and educating you guys on how we're going to change the industry.
Thank you.